Hi, good morning. I hope you can all hear me very well because I don't think I've adjusted my volume before I start recording. I don't know why I keep using my hand to wipe my nose because, yeah, that's the best way to do it. Use tissue in it. Now I'm African. I use hands. Anyway, um, yes, good morning. I haven't set any topic to talk about today, but I'm just going to be doing it as I go along. But today, I was talking to someone today, and she actually said, she's a nurse, she said, our politicians nowadays are thieves. How did we, how did we get to that conversation? Yeah, I was telling her, she's a nurse, and I was telling her that, you know, thank you so much for looking after your patients. You understand? And I know it sounds very selfish to say thank you for not striking, thank you for coming to work and look after us. It's very selfish. We have to think about it. But, you know, I used to work as well. I used to work since 1986 in Great Britain. I've started working, till 1991. Did I say 1991? Sorry. Till 2021 when I gave up work because of COVID. When I had COVID, it was a bad one. So that was when I gave up working. So I said to her, I understand, and I would also like to be paid, especially nowadays that the cost of living is really high. You understand? So I really feel sorry. I'm not selfish. I feel sorry for the nurses and doctors. They need to get paid as well because um, the cost of living in United Kingdom has really gone high. That's the best way to put it. I was going to say skyrocket, but that's like using some serious work, serious work, some serious grammar, which I don't possess. I don't have time for that nowadays. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's really, really sad. And the funniest thing is that all this government, I don't know why I say all, should I say, this conservative government nowadays that actually refused to pay our NHS staff, our nurses and doctors, etc., even our bus drivers during strike, our ambulance, our, yeah, well, all these sectors. They refuse to pay them. And they are the ones that are very dodgy nowadays. You understand? Look at this guy. I can't even remember his name. The Indian guy. I think he will, I think he's the current, probably Chancellor of Exchequer. I can't say that word properly. Anyway, conservative elect minister, the Indian guy, yeah, he's been caught for tax evasion. And somebody in government shouldn't even be doing that. Also, let's just brush him aside and think our prime minister, both the former one and the current one. Former one, Boris Johnson, he wasn't honest at all. In fact, he even discredited the British prime minister's reputation. I was in this country during Thatcher premiership, and she was honest about it. I'm not saying she was the best prime minister. I'm not even saying that she didn't make any mistake, but any mistake that she makes will be very, very different. Sorry, I'm talking to someone and will be different from this new prime minister. I'm having a nice cup of tea, and it's very hot. Yeah. So, as I was saying, what was I saying? Say, what was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying. I think I was talking about yeah, our prime minister now. Yeah, it's very dodgy. Can you imagine a prime minister disobeying law? He was driving. He was driving his car, although at the back of the seat, which is still part of the law, you must use seat belt. But he didn't use seat belt. He was driving. So I guess he was comfortable with fines to pay the fine. So that's the way it is. Anyway, let me bust your bubble. I'm a big fan of, I'm a big fan of chicken soup. Chicken soup is not in Nigerian culture, but obviously because of the mix-up I've done. I said mix-up. Okay, not mix-up really, but marrying to a British woman. I eat Jamaican food, I eat African food, I eat English food, I eat everybody's food. But my favorite soup in this world is chicken soup, and that's Jamaican food or Jamaican soup. I love it because it's got chicken in it, and it's got a bit of yam and a bit of potato. Do you like it too? I'm sure you do. That was my favorite soup in this world. Well, it's still I shouldn't say was. It's still my favorite soup. I enjoy it so much, but I can't cook it. I cannot cook it. But this morning when I was coming down, a Jamaican woman just taught me how to cook it. So I'm looking forward to it. When I get home, I'm going to try as much as I can to cook chicken soup. She taught me how to cook it. She said I should buy the chicken, have it cut. First of all, she asked me, what part of the chicken do I like? I said, any part. But I prefer wings, innit? I prefer chicken wings. So, yeah, she said, get your wings cut up and then just boil it. Put thyme, put potato, put yam, and pumpkin. Pumpkin as well. When she mentioned pumpkin, I just thought, oh, well, what's pumpkin? Where am I going to get pumpkin from? Then I remember pumpkin is that kind of, is a fruit that they use for Halloween, scary thing, isn't it? To cook with. Yeah, pumpkin. So you have to get it and then just boil everything together. But I asked her that what about to spice it up because I don't like salt. She said, yeah, you can use cloves of garlic and the thyme. The thyme. Is it thyme they call it? we also spice it up. So that's all I need. I just don't have to put salt. I don't like salt. I will never eat anything with salt. Even I don't like sugar as well. As I am sipping my cup of tea now, very hot, is without sugar. I always say I want a tea without sugar. And you know, Ali is known for that tea without sugar. So I'm sweet enough. I don't need sugar in my life because the thing with sugar is because um, you can become diabetic, and that's something I do not want in my life. I don't want to be a diabetic person. I'm not saying that okay, those who have it, what should they do, or so, blah blah blah. But I would say if you can avoid being diabetic, avoid it. In fact, it's not only diabetic I want to talk about. If you can avoid having any disease, including kidney disease, avoid it. Just Google it and see, because I'm not a lecturer, I'm not going to teach anybody to avoid having kidney problem. I know sugar, I mean, why am I saying sugar? Alcohol, um, alcohol, and probably unhealthy eating or other unhealthy eatings can also cause kidney problem, just like sugar too will cause make you diabetic. But you know, I've taught my children now to try and eat healthy. You understand? Because you don't really want to have all these health problem before you change. Like start being responsible for yourself. Look at this guy, the Nigeria Jaga Jaga crooner, Idris Abdul Karim. He's got kidney problem as well. I don't know if he's got transplant now. I think yeah, he's got his wife donated her kidney for him. Can you imagine a woman donating or somebody, another human being donating their kidney? And I don't know, it's a good thing. I'm happy for him because in his case or in his story, it worked out to be good. But in other people's cases, I've had a particular case where a guy actually donated, I can't remember whether it was a man or a woman. Well, let me just, he or she, to represent this person. He or she donated her or his kidney to his or her boss at work. And then after a while, you're not going to believe it, the bastard, the boss, actually sacked him or her from work. That really shocked me though, because why do you think that a boss will actually sack the person who donated his or her kidney to you? I think the boss should be grateful for life. The, the boss should give this person a special treatment in the company. The boss should never have done it. Well, I don't know why the boss sacked the person, but and I, in fact, I don't really want to know, because what I know is that if somebody could go to this length to donate his or her kidney to you, you should be grateful for life. I'm telling you, some people are so ingrate. That's the way I see it. Yeah, it might be a nasty way to say it. It might be an unreasonable way to say it, but that's the way I want to see it. Me, DJ Ali. That's how I'm going to see it. Because if somebody can donate you their kidney or his or her kidney to you, I think you should give that person a preferential treatment for life. You understand? That person should be given a preferential treatment for life. There's nothing he or she should do to you to make you sack that person. That's the way I think. So, well, we never know. That's a story for another day. I'm not interested in talking about it because I don't even like that. The fact that someone sacked the person who donated his or her